Imagine you have a librarian. This librarian has read every single book, tweet, and every shampoo bottle label ever written. He is incredibly fast, but there is a catch. He is a little bit drunk, and he have no memory of what happened 5 minutes ago. That, my dears, is ChatGPT. It's not a brain. It's very, very fast predicting machine. It doesn't know things. It guesses the next word like your phone autocomplete, but on steroids. Science called that large language model. I call it the spicy parrot. If you say the cat sat on, the parrot's brain does 1 billion calculation in a second. It doesn't think about a cat, it just looks at its giant map of words and says, statistically, 90% of humans say math, 5% say pizza, 1% say intergalactic throne. It chooses math because it wants to please you. It's a people pleasure with a PhD in everything and the common sense of a goldfish. But how this parrot gets so spicy? Did someone sit there and teach it every word? God, no, that would take forever. Instead, we use a machine learning. Think of it as a digital toddler with an infinity supply of sugar. We don't give it a rule, we give it examples, billions of them. Imagine you want to teach a robot what a dog is. The old way, you tell it, a dog have 4 legs and tail. Then the robot sees a cow and call it a dog. Genius. The AI way, you show it 10 million pictures of dogs and 10 million pictures of not dogs, like a muffins and your uncle's knees. At first, the AI is an idiot. It points at donut and screams dog! But every time it's wrong, we mathematically slap his digital wrist. After 50 billion mistakes, it finally learned the pattern. It's basically a giant game of hot or cold played at the speed of light. So it's learned the patterns, but it still lies. Why? Have you ever asked ChatGPT about your uncle's famous invention and it told you a 10-page story about it, even though your uncle just fixes things? This is called hallucinations, because ChatGPT's only job is to keep the conversation going. It's just like me here, keep you watching till the end. And it's like a waiter who, if you ask for dragon meat, won't tell you dragons don't exist. He will go to the kitchen, draw a dragon on a piece of chicken and serve it with a smile. It's prioritizing being convincing over being correct. ChatGPT, it's like a massive game of Lego. It breaks your question into tiny blocks called tokens. It's like a radio that can talk back. But instead of tuning into station, it tunes into a collective noise of human history. It doesn't understand love or pain or why your knees hurt when it rains. It just knows that when people talk about knees and rain, they often use a word, ouch. So, is it going to take over the world? Relax. A hammer is great at hitting nails, but it can't decide to build a house by itself. ChatGPT is the most expensive, shiny hammer ever made. If you use it to build a skyscraper, great. But if you use it to hit yourself in the thumb, don't blame the hammer. It has no intent, it has no soul. It just has a lot of GPU's power and the very long memory of things we've said online. The secret scientific treasure is this. AI has the data, but you have the intent. It has the library, but you have the story. So go ahead and use it. Ask it to write a rap battle between Einstein and a potato. But remember, the AI is the passenger. You are the driver. And for heaven's sake, double check its math. It thinks 9.11 is bigger than 9.9. Because it's a parrot, it's not a calculator. So if you have to teach AI one human habit, like procrastinating or overthinking what to eat for dinner, which one would it be? Let's make the robots confused as we are. Share this video with your grandma or your nephew and let's see who understands it faster. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, see you in the next one.